Hi everyone, it is Sunday, July 26, 2026, and we have definitely a lot of tropical activity going on in the western, central, and eastern Pacific Ocean right now. So that's where the activity is. And so let's go right into it here. I don't know if you can make this out, but right here, this is the Hawaiian Islands. And of course, this right here is Tropical Storm Fausto. And here's another tropical system developing out here well to the west, southwest of the Hawaiian Islands, going towards the Western Pacific Ocean. This is where all the rising air is. This is where um, the activity is right now. And however, it is propagating eastward because the Eastern Pacific Ocean is starting to get more active. We have a big hurricane that just developed in the East Pacific, and it is really getting its act together nicely. And let me pull this down for a second here. Let me get out of the screen. Let's go back. Let's show you a little bit what's going on in the. Okay, we have Hurricane. Oh, I'm sorry, Fausto's still a hurricane. But Hurricane Genevieve is really kicking up some waves over here in the Eastern Pacific. Take a look at Genevieve. Genevieve is located right about 600 to 700 miles southwest of Acapulco, Mexico, or about 1,000 miles southwest of Mazatlan, and it's really cranking up some big surf heading up right here to Cabo San Lucas. I didn't erase that actually. Let me see. Let me erase that. Little arrow I drew. And we have yet another tropical wave about to merge in the East Pacific coming off of Central America. They're coming along like this, and they are developing, kind of generally going this direction. Some of them are going to start hooking up like this as time goes by, and some of them will develop right here and then trek out a little further west. Right now, this is where the action is. Like I said, in the East Pacific and the Central Pacific. It hadn't been really busy in the East Pacific for the last month, but just here in the last 10 days, it has really picked up out here. There's probably going to be another system right here developing as we get out to about this area south of Mexico. And this one here, Hurricane Genevieve, is already starting to turn northwest, it looks like. So this system might actually track a little closer to the Baja California peninsula and really kick up some waves. But anyway, that's enough of the Pacific because we don't generally have to worry about stuff in the Pacific here where I live. If you live in the desert Southwest, as we get into like August and September, some of those the moisture from these tropical systems from the East Pacific can stream up into Arizona and New Mexico and even Utah and bring a lot of rain and flooding, mudslides and stuff like that. So let me get out of this and go to the National Weather Service page and take you guys back to closer to where I live and across Florida. And as you can see, we have really good thunderstorms popping up over some parts of Florida here, especially southwest and south central Florida. And then there's a few thunderstorms popping up basically from St. Augustine going down through like Orlando, going towards Daytona Beach, that area. And then there's a couple little thunderstorms popping up here just east of Lake City. And I'm here in Gainesville. I've seen an increase in the clouds, but I'm thinking the storms are actually going to go around me, which they have been doing for the last several days, which I am very, very annoyed by. So that's that. We've got that going on. Let me go to the radar image out of Jacksonville and see what we have going on. And here it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, that storm's gonna miss us. It's the energy of it is kind of peeling off to the southeast like that. So yeah, unless something new pops up right here, I hate to say it, but us folks in Gainesville are gonna stay dry and hot once again. We're gonna miss out on the rain once again today. This is like one of those days where the storms are widely scattered. They're not heavily they're not developing over a vast area. They're just scattered. So yeah, it's the luck of the draw on this type of day. So it looks like, yeah, because anytime you see on the Doppler radar, you see this kind of a light green streaming away from like like a red or orange thunderstorm. That means there's upper level shear hitting it, and it's kind of pulling the top off. And underneath this is not even rain. This is just like mid-level clouds being stretched out. So we're not we're done for again. No more rain, no rain for Gainesville today, unfortunately. We missed it again. At least I'm pretty sure we have. Very unfortunate. So let me leave that disappointment and I'm going to take a peek here at the computer forecast models on our wonderful, not my wonderful, but Dr. Levi Cowan's website, tropicaltidbits.com. Let's just take a look here and see what we're going to have going on. Let me look at the some of the global models. First off, I'm going to look at the AI version of the GFS, which is the American model, and let's put this into motion. Now watch. I'll hit play, and you can see there's definitely a lot of thunderstorm activity over the Atlantic, but this is different from last week. This showed a lot of rain and thunderstorms across Florida. Now they're just showing like, yeah, there is a little bit of a boundary hanging around here, but okay. Yeah, now as we go into like the last 3 days of July, and it looks like the first week of August, it looks like there's going to be an increase of thunderstorm activity across Florida. There's going to be some kind of a tropical wave interacting with a upper level trough, or excuse me, a surface trough. Um, as we get to around the 20, let's see, it's 20, about the 29th, 30th, and 31st of July, and then into the first 2 or 3 days of August. Look at this over the Gulf. Probably going to be an increase of thunderstorms and rain, and hopefully lower temperatures. So I think that's what we have to look forward to. I'm not going to go into any further details because I want to wait and see if this forecast changes, which it probably will. So I'll see you guys tomorrow and see where we stand. All right. Have a good night.